Hi, and welcome to Pilates. Let's get started with our Pilates breath. A deep inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Keeping our abs engaged and breathing through those ribs. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times. Just concentrate on that breath. Keeping those low abs engaged. Add an inhale with arms lifting and an exhale open. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Make your way to the back of your mat, and we'll start with some roll downs, keeping our breath going and our center nice and strong. Inhale up tall. Exhale, roll down over the legs. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, scoop that belly and roll up to standing. Inhale. And exhale, roll down. In. And exhale, roll up. Start that exhale with the belly pressing in towards the spine. Inhale, long neck. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll it up. Inhale, press those shoulder blades down back. And exhale, roll it down. Staying over our feet for one more breath. And then walk out to downward facing dog. Take a moment to maybe walk out those feet, pressing one heel down and then the other. Or you can stay still, whatever feels good on your body. And then let's press those heels towards the floor. We lift the tailbone to the sky, and then we're going to roll into plank pose. So inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, try to find some articulation through the spine as we roll to a strong plank. Inhale in here. Exhale, lift the hips. And rolling back. Inhale, lift those heels. And exhale, rolling to plank. Inhale, lift the hips, exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels lift, exhale, roll through that spine. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale, reaching the heels to the floor. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, rolling through the spine, and we'll hold right here. If your feet aren't about hip width, go ahead and put them there. We're going to tap one arm towards the opposite shoulder. Here we go. And while we're doing this, before we start, keep that belly button facing the floor. Try to keep the whole rest of your body still. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that belly scooping. And exhale. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and out. In and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hold it there. On an exhale, bend those knees towards the ground, but don't let them touch. Hovering right above the mat. that belly in. Then again, lift the hips towards the sky. Find yourself in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, roll through the spine to plank pose. And again, reaching towards the opposite shoulder, nice and slow. Trying to keep the body stable. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 4 more. 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees, hovering right above the ground. Scoop that belly towards the spine. Then lift the hips, downward dog. And lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands up towards the top of your mat. We'll dangle here over our legs for a few breaths. Feet can be hip width or glue them together. Maybe taking some bends with the knees. Take an inhale. On an exhale, we're rolling up to standing. Inhale, lift that head. Exhale, rolling it back down. Scoop that belly in. Inhale here. Exhale, strong through the abs as we roll up. Inhale, stack ears on top of shoulders. Exhale, roll it down. And inhale at the bottom and hold. Staying dangling over our feet. And then lowering the hips down so that we're seated on the mat. Continuing that fluid motion rolling through the spine. Can we just some roll backs? Go ahead and flex the feet. Inhale. As we exhale, scoop the belly in. Rolling all the way down to our mat. Trying to control over our body. Inhale, arms above the ears, ribs knitted together. Exhale, heel up. Trying to move in a fluid motion. Inhale, keep that spine scooped. That belly scooped as we reach over the feet. Inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. One vertebrae at a time that you're laying down to the mat. Inhale, arms above the ears, belly in. Exhale, peel up. Inhale and exhale, rolling back down. Inhale, ribs stay knitted together, belly stays strong. Exhale, peels us up. Inhale, reaching that C curve shape in the body. In, exhale, rolling us down. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, rolling it up. Inhale, reach. This time we're going to roll halfway back. Exhale, start that belly scooping in. Pull it halfway. then twisting to one side and twisting to the other side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. On every exhale, press the belly further down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. In, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hold it there. On the exhale, we're going to roll it up and then we're going to come into a flat back. Keeping the feet flexed, reach the arms above the ears. And on an exhale, hinging forward at the waist. Finding a stretch behind our legs. And exhale, back to our flat spine. We'll stack right on top of the hips. Inhale, those arms out from the shoulders. And exhale, scoop the belly, curving the spine, and rolling all the way to the floor. Good. Once you get there, if you need to adjust yourself, I always roll right off the end of my mat. Then taking our legs to tabletop position, arms out to the T. We're going to do double toe taps. Both toes down on an inhale. Then exhale, scoop the belly in and lift. And inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep this 90-degree angle with the legs. And exhale. Breathing in. And press the belly down on the exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Imprint that low back on the floor. Good. Now rocking our knees to one side. Inhale down. Don't let them touch. On the exhale, they rise back up. Imprint that spine in the center. And then inhale, dropping to the other side. Exhale, let the belly bring the knees back up. And imprint that spine. Inhale, twist. And exhale, scoop the belly. Imprint the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale up. Inhale. And exhale. Scoop that belly. The last set. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lift. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale. Lift the head and chest, hands by the hips. And both legs down. And exhale up. Belly in. Inhale. And exhale. Scoop that belly. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. Press the belly down. 4 more. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Arms back to a T, head laying back down. And then dropping our legs over to one side. This time we're going to straighten both legs. And then we'll lift back to center. Legs to tabletop. Inhale to the side. And exhale, extend. Take a breath in. Exhale to center. Legs down, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend. Exhale, press the belly down and then imprint that spine in the center. Inhale, bend. Try to keep the knees right in line with the hips. Exhale, twist. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, center. Breathing into bend. Exhale, the twist. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, center. Imprint the spine, bend. And twist. And stretch. And center. Good, hold it there. Take a moment, really engage that core. Our belly button towards our spine. Really feeling the connection of the low abs. Inhale, breath. And as we exhale, lifting head and chest off the ground. But just lowering one leg down. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. And exhale. Again. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling the connection of the low back to the mat. And never losing that connection. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Breathing in. And out. And in. Good, and again, arms out to a T. Or lift one side. Inhale, down. Exhale, press that belly in. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Find that imprinted spine in the center. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Breathing in to lower. Exhale, center. Belly to the mat. Breathing in. And lift. Inhale. Exhale. Last set. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, lift the head and chest. And one leg down. And we're going to lower the other leg to meet it. First leg rising. And second leg rising. Other side, leg down. Other leg down. First leg lifts. Second leg lifts. Find that connection with the low back and the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. And exhale. Imprinted spine. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And leg lowers. Leg lift. And lift. The other side down. And down. And up. And up. One more set. Down. Don't forget to keep that breath going. Up. Up. Lift those shoulders. Try to get the bottom of your shoulder blades off the floor. And up. Up. Good. And arms out to a T. Take 2 breaths here. Always let those knees rest into the chest. So we're going to go on to corkscrew, just making a big half circle with our legs. So inhale, drop the legs towards one side. As we exhale, lowering them down. Once we get to center, find that low back connection. And to the other side. And lift to center. Imprint that spine. Other way. Lowering. And down towards center. Low back connection. And other side. And lift. And down. And lowering. Other side. And lift. Other way down. And around. Low back imprint. And keep circling. And lift. We go down. Down to center. Circle up. And lift. And down. Towards the center. Imprint that spine. Down. And lift. We have one more set. Lower. Circle. Circle. Lift. And down. And circle. Circle. Good, legs to the sky. Let's go ahead and rest everything in. Give those abs a break. Good, and then take those legs back towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, lift the head and chest and lowering both legs down together. Inhale down. And exhale, lift. Breathing in. And out. Low back imprinted on the floor. And exhale. Legs down. And up. Legs lower. And lift. And down. And up. Last one. Down. And up. And rest. Nice deep rest. Rest. One more breath. Good, and then we're going to come into scissors. So one leg to the sky, one leg out. Lift the head and chest off the ground. Exhale, exhale, inhale to switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Actively press your belly down to the mat. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale a little faster. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. One more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to let those arms go. Exhale, exhale, switch. One more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And faster with exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. And then we're going to come into some twists. Then we'll continue our twists with straight legs after we do 8 of them. So hands behind the head. Trying to keep those elbows open wide the whole time. We'll take one leg to tabletop, one leg stretching out. Take an inhale to lift the head and chest. Exhale, rib towards the knee. Inhale to center, switch those legs, and exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. And center, and twist. Inhale, exhale, breathing in, and out. 7, and 8. Now top leg stretched. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in, and out. Breathing in, and out. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Good, 2 more deep breaths. Good, and then plant those feet on the ground. Take our arms out to a T for a little more support. We're going to lift our hips off the ground. Make sure you're sustaining a nice long neck here. One leg to the sky. If you want to adjust that supporting leg so it's a little closer to center, that's fine. Keeping the foot right on top of the hip, and we're lifting the hips higher for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and take that foot down, just switching towards the other side. And we lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Checking with that long neck. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and switch out those legs. We have 1 more set. And 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you can straighten that leg a little more. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and switch. Lift for 1, 2, 3. Don't forget about your core. 5, 6. Press that belly in. 8, 9. Everything squeezing in towards the center. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Take those feet down, hip width apart, and then just lift those hips. Hands down by your side. Good. Inhale, lift those arms up above the ears. Keep the ribs knit together. Exhale, lower the hands down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Breathing in. And out. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale. And exhale. Cinch everything in the waist. Towards your spine. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Good, and then take those hips down. Good, head those knees into your chest. And take a supine butterfly. So let those knees open up, bottoms of the feet together. Go ahead and let that belly relax. Few breaths here. Then plant those feet on the floor, knees are bent. Inhale the arms towards the sky, engage those abs. And exhale, we'll peel up. And that nice flat back. Stretch those legs out away from us with stretched feet, arms to the sky. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, making a V shape with the body. Holding it there. Let the arms release down by the legs. Then you can find some roundness. Back. Trying to reach our forehead towards our ankles. Take those hands in line with the shoulders. Legs are going to be straight, and we're going to turn those legs out. So knees are pointing out away from us. Feet are stretched. We're just going to lift those hips off the ground to a reverse plank. And then we're going to lift one leg off the floor. And down the other side. Up and out. Try to keep those hips nice and lifted. And your chest lifting towards the sky. Up and down. Up and down, and up, and down, up. Good, hold it there. Lift those hips. Keep those shoulders in line with the hands. If it feels good, you can let the head relax back. Squeeze those glutes, wrap in the waist. Inhale, breath. Lower it down. We're going to open one leg up, and then we're going to bend the other leg in, flexing both feet. Good. Placing one hand on the inside of that leg and reaching our other arm towards that foot. And then open that body so it's facing right in front of you. Pretend there's a mirror that you're looking in. And you can see both shoulders, your belly button. Lots of space. Lots of empty space around your head. Maybe someday we'll reach our toes. Maybe it's today. Good, inhale up. Exhale, just go ahead and switch out those feet. Sliding that hand on the inside of the leg, reaching the other arm up. Opening that chest. Making sure both hips stay connected to the floor. Keeping those abs engaged. And then lifting up. Good. And then face whichever side and bend one bottom leg and bend the top leg over it. That's not a very good explanation, but sit like this. And then we're just going to lift up and lift those hips all the way up and taking that back leg behind our front legs. Feet are flat on the floor and the sides of the feet. And then we lower back down to our starting position. Inhale, lifting up, side plank. And exhale, lowering down. Good. This time, don't let those hips hit the floor. Hovering up and lift. And down. Inhale, hover those hips. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And then exhale, we're going to rotate into plank pose. Scoop those abs in. Don't let the shoulders droop. And then lifting one leg up and down. Tap the toe. And lift and lower. 3 and 4. So keeping that upper body strong and stable. The only thing moving is our leg. And 7 and 8. Switch your feet. And 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and lower the knees down, and then we'll just go to the other side. Other leg on top, hand behind you, and we lift up. Both feet find the floor and side plank, and then exhale down. Lower the hips. And inhale up. And exhale. This time, hips don't hit the floor. Hovering, and we lift. And exhale, lower. Breathing in and out. Keep those abs working. It's pressing abs in towards the spine. And hips down. And lift. And lower. This time lift all the way to plank. This time we're taking our knee in towards our chest. And then exhale, bending, lift that toe towards the sky. Don't let that back arch. Inhale and exhale. So engage those abs with the in. Exhale, lift. Breathing in and out. Good. Release that foot. Other side even. And up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and up. Breathing in. Lower those knees into a kneeling position with those arms. A little release. Then clasping the hands behind the back. Lift those arms away from the body. Palms of the hands can be pressing together or they can be open. Good, release there. Take one arm across the body, gently pulling it. Keeping the elbows straight. And still every breath, engaging those abs. Good, let those arms go. Other arm across. Keep that breath going. Then make your way into a side lying position. Lighting up our head and hips with the mat, legs out to that front corner. And lifting that top leg, and then we're going to point it down, toes to the floor. Engage those abs before we start, and we go down and up. Try to tap the very tip of that big toe down to the mat. And 3, Don't forget about those abs. 6, 7, and 8. Good, and then rotate that foot so it's parallel. And we go down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bring your foot about 1 foot forward, and then again rotate those toes down, down, and up. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lift and rotate that foot and all the way down to the mat, arch touching the foot. Arch touching the floor. And 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, and then 1 more foot forward and toes down and up. Lift with control. 3, 4, breathing 5. Inhale, exhale, 7, and 8. Rotate the foot and down and up. 2 and 3, belly in. 4, 5, 6, 7. We have one last stop, 1 more foot forward, and down we go, down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the breath strong. 6, 7, 8. And turn the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Go ahead and bend that leg in, knee in line with the hip, and then we're going to stretch out our body. So we're in a straight line. The head rests down, but make sure this top hip stays on top of the bottom one. And then we'll flex that bottom foot and lift the leg. 1 and 2. So belly in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Lift and hold it there. Lift higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And now we're going to lift up, head into the hand. Point the foot. And we lift 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's hold it on. 8, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now we're going to lift up onto our elbow. Then we're going to rotate, plant that foot, open that knee up, flexing the foot. We lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and higher for 8. Lift up out of the shoulder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. And then coming up into a side plank with that foot still there. Got a lot of weight into that arm and lifting the bottom foot. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, and then stretch those feet out side by side. Take that front foot, we're going to put it behind the other foot. Take that hand to the sky, and you're lifting the front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Roll into plank pose. Hold here. And walk the hands and the feet towards each other. Inhale, breath. And exhale, lower the hips. And then find your side lying position. That outer leg on top. Feet up to the corner. Abs engaged. Lift that foot, turn it down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rotate the foot. One right on top of the other. 1 for our first set. 2, 3. Think of lifting your sideways off the mat. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So taking about 1 foot forward, rotate it down. And 1, try to rotate from the hip to not just the ankle or the knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then rotate that foot parallel and down inside arch of the foot towards the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And 1 foot forward. Rotate the foot. 1, 2, 3. Check in with that belly. 4, 5. Check in with your upper body. Chest lifting, long neck. 7, and 8. And then rotate the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And our last stop, rotate that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't let it creep back like mine is. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bend that knee in and then straighten out that body. Bring the head, go down. We flex that foot. And we lift. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you're still maintaining a long neck on the ground. 6. And again, think of lifting the sideways off the floor. Hold and lift higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Coming up onto hand and head, point the foot. 1, 2, lift it as high as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And then coming up onto our elbow, and again flexing that foot, and then planting our front foot, lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Long neck, shoulders down. 7, 8, and higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And lifting up into that side plank, keeping that foot there, all that weight up into that arm, and we lift. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, and then switching those feet, top foot goes behind. Other arm to the sky, lifting our front foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, rotating to plank. Every exhale, that's further. And then walk the feet in towards the hands. Again, meeting at the center of the mat. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll up. Take the feet about hip width apart. And coming into some simple squats. When we squat down, we're going to let our tailbone press behind us like we're going to sit in a chair, keeping both knees pointed in front of us. We're going to reach our arms up in line with our ears. And then we'll come back up, ears stacking right over. And down, reach that tailbone back. You're going to sit in a chair. And up. And exhale, get those arms aligned with the shoulders. And up. And down. And up. And down and hold it here. So really engage those abs. Every exhale, belly pressing in further. Holding your inhale, arms reach behind us. And exhale, they lift. Inhale down. And exhale, lift. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, everything straighten up. And as we exhale, roll it back down and let those fingertips lead the way. Scoop the belly in. Find your way to plank pose. And we'll lower down to the mat all the way to good. Resting your forehead in your hands and lifting our legs up right now. They're about hip height or hip width. Up and then open them a little wider than your mat, and then back and down and lift and open and back and down. So our belly is really pressing up towards our spine. Now working in a slightly arched position here as we lift our legs, protecting our back. Lift and open, up and down, lift, open, up, good. Now hold it there, reach those arms in front of us. Now our whole body's gonna do that. So lifting everything up, engage those abs, and open, together, and down. Breathing, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 more, 4. Keep those abs working. 3, and you have a nice long neck. Keep the arms about in line with the ears. And 1. Good, take 1 breath. And then inhale, lifting everything up. And lifting a little higher for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Feel everything in the waist pressing in towards the spine. I lost count. We'll do 3 more. 2, and 1. And rest. Good. Maybe shake out those hips. And then hands under shoulders, pressing in to plank pose in one piece. And then lifting the hips, downward dog. Walking the hands towards the feet. An inhale breath. Exhale, roll it up to standing, scooping that belly in. Inhale, lift those arms above the head. Long neck, exhale, fingers lead the way as we roll down. And then walking out to plank pose. You can just hold the plank or we'll find 4 Pilates push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lock the hands into the feet. Deep inhale at the bottom. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll it up. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, let the arms float down. Follow your sides. Finish with good posture. And we're done. Thanks.